Thanks for inviting us and giving us a spot in the sustainability spotlight of EPTDA. My name is Stefanie Piesch and I've been working for the Haberkorn Group for 11 years now. I'm the International Product Manager for the product groups of Power Transmission and Machine Elements. Therefore, I'm responsible for strategic procurement, supplier management, product management, and marketing inputs, including working on sustainability topics in these product groups, not only for the Austrian market, but also internationally.
What first triggered your personal commitment to sustainability? Was there an event, mentor, or a light bulb moment?
Actually, the ambitions of our company Haberkorn have also triggered me personally to overthink most of my actions regarding sustainability, not only in business but also in my private life. Setting positive incentives by our company makes also us as employees change our mindsets. For example, small incentives just like the possibility to buy a job bike changed my personal way of commuting. Using my bike not only for my daily way to work, but also for private life, and also using sustainable ways of traveling, for example, for my business trips, affects my personal way of living nowadays. That's one of the most obvious changes, but also overthinking, for example, sourcing of products and thinking about the impact it has changed within the last years for me.
In one sentence, how is sustainability now woven into your corporate strategy?
Sustainable action has already been integrated in our company values and corporate strategy in Austria in 2008. We have been rolling out the sustainability strategy over the whole Haberkorn Group since 2019. The model is anchored in all areas of the company and part of our daily activities, from our very top management down to every single employee. At the heart of our sustainability model lies everything directly connected to our core business. Respectful treatment of employees, conscious design of our product range and services, and resource-efficient processes. Through these efforts and beyond, we aim to create added value for society and the environment.
Which customer or supplier requests around sustainability have grown fastest in the past year, and how are you replying?
What has actually increased the most is the number of inquiries for code of conducts. It takes a lot of time, but we check each one individually to meet our customers' needs. As we already have very high standards within the company, we usually meet the requirements easily. In some cases, future requirements are already asked for in these documents. Some of them are not achieved at the moment, such as 100% climate-neutral products. But we can explain this to the customers, and we are working on these topics continuously.
What's been your toughest hurdle in getting ready for CSRD or stricter packaging rules, and how did you overcome it?
Over the past year, we have worked intensively on CSRD, carried out double material assessment, set up data management, and worked on regulatories. Nevertheless, the biggest challenge here is actually the changing legal situation and requirements we have to adapt to. We hope all our previous work works out so that we will be able to use much of the content we have already developed, also for the standards that are currently being revised by law, so that the effort pays off finally.
Can you give us one measurable win, cost saved, revenue gained, or risk avoided that sustainability has already delivered?
Speaking for the company, we can give you the most obvious use case of, for example, photovoltaic systems. We have implemented a large number of these systems since 2013 in all our branches and have now installed almost 2,000 kilowatt peaks within the Haberkorn Group. These are operating highly efficient and save us electricity costs every day. Furthermore, all of the effort that we put into our own work on sustainability goals pays off in customer requests. We can use a lot of work we have already done to meet customers' expectations towards us in terms of sustainability, including all the documentation. Specifically speaking of our products in power transmission, we can also help our customers by providing products that save energy in their machinery or ventilation systems. That saves energy and also money.
If you could share one practical tip with fellow distributors starting out, what would it be?
In our opinion, a good practical tip to other companies would be to implement sustainability into their corporate culture. It should be livable for all employees. Acting sustainably affects all areas of the company and should therefore be supported by everyone. But how can you achieve that? We figured out that it helps immensely that aims for acting sustainably are driven as a desire rather than a need or a must. So key to success is to set positive incentives for employees so that they start living the culture in everyday life. What we set as an incentive are, for example, job tickets for public transportation, job bikes, eco-points for sustainable commuting that can be interchanged into vouchers, mobility lotteries, workplace health promotion, a yearly sustainability week, and we also have installed sustainability teams in all our locations who act as role models.
Could you finish this sentence for us? For our business, sustainability is.
For our business, sustainability is not only the responsibility we bear towards future generations, the environment and society, but also a key factor for economic success and a competitive advantage for the future.
Appreciate your time and insights. See you at the next EPTDA event.
Thank you.